He's like, wear your favorite outfit. Look good for the camera.
Sandee ambush, round one.
Accurate.
So, yeah, we're speaking today with Sandee Seehagen. And kind of the first in a round of interviews with people who are at the company now, maybe starting with oldest employees. And appropriately.
Not oldest by age.
Sorry, my bad. Seniority-wise, most senior employees. And appropriately, Sandee is Dillon Rifle Company's employee 0001. I don't want any more than that.
Okay.
That'd be like 100, 1,000, whatever. 001. Let's keep it small. 01. She's employee 01. Keep it in the tens. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, are you nervous?
Uh-huh.
Don't be nervous.
I'm always nervous.
Yes, the camera makes you small and thin and tiny.
Opposite, but okay.
So, what is it like working at Dillon Rifle Company?
It's the best job I ever had.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No. I do enjoy that I
Oh,
get...
the way you said no for a second, I thought.
No, I actually hate working here, and this is my last week.
It's not my...
Yeah.
Hands of resignation. Well, while we're here, let me just give you this.
No, I actually am really grateful to work here.
Oh, thank you.
Because I get to do what I love and get paid for it.
And what do you do at the rifle company?
I am a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm. Is that, how does that play out? I mean, a company that presumably makes rifles one day, what is a graphic designer's job? And why would the graphic designer be employee 001? Sorry.
Well, I think I've always known that you appreciated like art and design, and you wanted the brand to represent something that you loved. And so it would make sense to start with the brand.
Yeah. So that's actually interesting. So tell me about the first days. Do you remember where we were?
Mm-hmm. In that little office that was off.
It was a warehouse.
Yeah, like 2 desks.
It was like it was a warehouse that had enough room for 2 desks and a bunch of boxes.
And most of the time I would just show up and do stuff on the computer by myself in the little, felt like I was in a garage with a bathroom.
Because I'm still running another company
Yeah.
at the same time. But it had an awesome lighting job.
It did. And you wanted to hang that window, but we never did that.
We did hang the windows. We did
hung it up.
The windows were hung.
You wanted to hang, it was
Right
like
in
this
between the 2
old
desks.
window
Yeah,
frame.
we still got them.
You never hung it up?
I thought we did.
No.
Well, there's 2 windows. It's 1 and 1. And we were going to like open up and say hi and then close it.
Just between our desks.
That's right.
Our desks were facing each other.
Yeah, I know. They were back to back.
Just
Or
me and Chris, face to face,
Yeah.
every day. Well, he'd show up at random and I'd just be there, like making random designs.
Yeah, so that was back then. That was how long ago?
I think 2019.
18, 19?
The end of 2018 is when you first had me do some random designs.
Yeah, cool. And let me think, some of those designs, I'm trying to remember the earliest stuff. Oh, actually, yeah. Some of the earliest designs are on display right now.
The logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the very first things we worked on. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Yeah, so actually, do tell me, what do you remember about the early days and what was it like? Because what were you doing before that?
I just graduated from college with my bachelor in fine art with emphasis in graphic design.
Yeah.
And so I had just moved from Utah after I graduated here and was looking for a job. And I wasn't actually working until you hired me. I was just interviewing and trying to find something in graphic design. So
Nice. And
yeah.
I'm trying to remember how I came about meeting you.
Mara.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The club. And then in 22, we moved over to the other building? 21?
It was
21?
around 2020.
2020, was it 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was 2020 that happened. So we had already been in there 2019 in the new building, and we started to build the team And that is like the question when it started to feel real, when we started to get more of a team built, like the engineers. You brought Casey and Sean from Aero, I think, and then it wasn't just me anymore. And then we started to get like the video team and the social media and the other random positions, and then shipping. Like initially, like I was doing all the things.
Best video in our company's history.
Yeah, the shipping video.
The most likes, the most likes, and most views was Marissa.
Yeah.
Explaining how we pack boxes. Okay.
Who knew?
She's a talent.
Yep. Very organized.
People love that organization genre.
Yes, they do. That, and when we officially like made a social media and we actually started putting stuff out with the brand on the packaging, probably for the triggers was when, for me, that it felt really real, because I actually got to
it was the first product that, it was the first product that you produced, the output that you produced that went into a product that then went to a customer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. Actually, I remember we were really experimenting with some crazy ideas of how to package it.
Yeah, it was fun with we like wanted the trigger to almost float with the stand. Yeah. So that was fun.
Figured out that was really expensive. Little company was just, maybe not.
Nice
just
things
put it
are
in
expensive.
A box and it'll be fine.
Yeah. We went from tins and then to the actual
tins. That's right. I forgot
printed with the foam cut out.
But it turned out pretty nice in the end.
Yeah.
Too bad nobody bought them.
People did. People bought them.
We sold a number.
Yeah.
It was an experimental product. It was mostly about figuring out how to make a product, how to package, how to inventory, how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And in a weird way, the fact that it didn't sell really well was helpful to us. I mean, I'd rather sell more than not, but...
Yeah. It was fun for me also, like helping pick the color schemes and things for the trigger inserts and like playing with the fun colors of parts.
When we learned, I learned that any place where any of that style is involved, you should really have a lead on it, because it's really a talent that you're very good at.
Thank you. I enjoy it, so I appreciate that.
What values from the early days are still important today? Or what makes the company different from others? Or how have you helped shape the company culture?
I think like the fact that we have like the open desks seating that doesn't quite feel like a bunch of cubicles, that we appreciate like good design. And
we have this, I would say, cultural philosophy within the company. We're not here just to make something. We want to make something that we care about, that we love. So that any of the products that we create in some way are an expression of, our idea of, I don't know, call it beauty, call it aesthetically pleasing design, intelligent design. It's well designed. Functionally, it's very well designed. And most, I think, importantly, is not just a repeat or a copy of everybody else's design.
Yeah, I think that's one of the initial things I remember when you first were talking to me was like about SHOT Show, how everything looked the same.
Everything's the same.
How do we make something different?
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that, because I love art and design, and incorporating that into an area where it hasn't really existed in the way that we want it to is cool and fun.
Well, that speaks back to why employee number one was an artist, right?
Yeah.
Because it was finding that, I guess, touchstone that was the, sort of the base of the, how do I say this? Finding what speaks to us, right? And if you can define, again, using the word beauty, if you can define the beauty of what you find to be beautiful, if you can define what you find beautiful, use that, then it's more likely that the mechanical designs that you create afterwards, after that phase, will be infused and influenced by the cultural view that you created within the organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a very sterile, stale environment, if it's a hospital-esque, feelings, place in which you work, and the interactions between the employees are very formal and dry and cold, and then what you create will reflect that. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah.
But if you have a warm atmosphere, if you have one that represents and is represented by the creativity of the individuals who work there, and the individuals are allowed to express themselves, in fact, encouraged to show that side of them, to bring that side of themselves to the fore, then it will definitely influence the work that you do downstream, which is the intent, right? We want to create something that is not just different. Everybody says, I want to do something different. Well, that's fine. What I want to do is something that represents what I like, what I love, what I see or want to see in the things that we or others make. And so often we don't see that. We just see carbon copies, repetition, genericism. I mean, it's like every TV show or movie or song these days. It's just some reversion. That's a word I just made up, but it's now a word.
Well, I think like the logo kind of reflects that, like how we created it when we created it. It was like you loved like all these like Japanese art things, and you would send me those, and then I love like old Gothic architecture and like just appreciate the beauty that is in that, and also bringing something modern together and forming it into something as a whole that. And
there was a common style of art that we both loved that we discovered, that we shared an interest for.
Which one?
Rococo.
Oh, so yeah.
And so we came up with modern Rococo. Mococo.
Yeah, like the intricacies.
Yeah.
That exist in
the intricacies surrounded
Rococo.
by fields of plain and sterility. Like in a Rococo wall, classically it's a white or a light color, and it'll be just a plain and smooth stuccoed wall. And then plastered wall, smooth plastered wall, and then it'll reach a point where there's a sharp divide between that and what comes next, which is a very intricate design. Was it 16th century, 17th century? France?
Yeah.
Something around there. I'm not an art historian, so
I'd have to look back in the books, but
yeah. And so you get a lot of fertility, you get a lot of, just that beautiful flowering look to it, and then it goes back to the smooth, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not overly busy. Somehow it mixes all the right elements. And so we created Mococo, and the logo somehow represents that.
Mixture of all the things together.
Yeah. What do you think makes the company so unique?
That's a hard question. What do you think makes the company?
Well, I mean, is it?
I think it's unique in the way that we approach our products and our aesthetic.
Well, I think, let me interject, because since this is job one for you.
Job one?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of other work experience.
Yes, I do.
To compare it to. You said this was your first job.
No, after college. With my degree. Okay. It's not my first job. What?
Well, you said it's my first job. Jobs. You didn't put the qualifier in there. You got to have the qualifier.
Not my first job after graduating.
Punctuation
in my
kills.
Degree. Like, oh my gosh.
Punctuation kills.
There's a lot of flexibility, I think, and freedom to create to an extent. Some projects are like, I need it this way, but
no. What you created is great. Now do it this way.
Yeah, but that's with any art and design thing. You're gonna have critiques and wants and desires, and that's
people
fine.
Who are wrong. Usually,
people
the person
are
who's
wrong.
telling you they don't like what you did, they're the ones who are wrong. But
learning how to do that with people is a struggle, but
it's the mixture of the people and talents that we brought together.
I agree. I love working here. Like I said before, like the team that we have, the way that we work together, the goals, the desire, like the hard working mentality gets stuff done.
No one person defines anything.
No.
That's a true statement.
I love that the logoed suppressor really took off, because that's so cool for me to design a logo and then have it be the pattern on a suppressor that people love. So that's super cool, and the potential to do that more is really cool.
Yeah, that was very pleasant. Called affirmation, I guess. You know, we conjectured that there was an element of the audience that would respond positively to it, because for the most part, I mean, there's plenty of suppressors out there that have some detailing on it and whatnot, but I don't think anybody's gone kind of as, you know, out there,
Yeah.
if you want to call it that, as we did with it. But I thought it really was beautiful, and it's when you put it out there to the world and just, you know, you wait to see what the response is going to be, see how, you know, if they love your baby or not, and when you get that positive response, that feedback, that, you know, which is confirmed by the fact that people are spending, you know, money on it.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people kind of gave us like crap for the logoed one, like, well, I don't want that, but then ends up being like the one that we sell more. So
yeah.
It's funny.
And it's just encouragement, right? Just keep going that way.
Yeah.
Which is what we would have done anyway. I mean, if it came out to nothing we produced that was of original content, instead everybody insisted we just make, you know, again, a derivative of somebody else's stuff, I think we would just find something else to do.
Yeah.
Take all this talent and do something more interesting. But it seems that there is a market for our approach.
I'm excited for the rifle stuff.
We are a growing, excited company.
I hate that phrase. It's so terrible.
I have a good one.
Okay.
If you could go back to day one, what
Day
would you
one?
tell yourself?
Hang the windows.
No, I would say hang in there. Because there's been like a lot of like struggle, you know, with any company. It's like figuring out how everything works and hoping that it will turn into some, like, you get to design cool stuff, like, and use the art and design in products that are actually produced and printed, like the packaging and the suppressor. Like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you love.
Creative.
He's very creative and wants to do a lot of things, and sometimes goes this way and that way and doesn't keep you in the lane to get things, I don't know, finished. But I appreciate the desire to like try new things and do different things. But you have to learn to wrangle in what project to focus on when sometimes he's like, do this. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. I mean, even I'm aware of it. So.
Yeah.
I think that's a great question.
Is that a bad?
No, it's not a bad answer.
That's a great question.
It's a very fair question, certainly.
But I think with any person that thinks like you, that's the struggle.
I told Andy the other day, I was like, we're an Etch-a-Sketch, not an oil painting.
Yeah.
It's different.
Shake it up and start over again.
That's cool.
What has kept you here through all the changes?
That's a great question. Why didn't you kick me to the bucket? No.
Why what?
Why have you kept me around? No.
I think you're amazing. That's why.
Thanks. What has kept me here? Like I said, like the flexibility and the people that we have, the team that we have here is enjoyable to work with and fun, and getting to do what I love every day and get paid for it. Awesome.
What skills have you developed the most since joining?
Ooh, probably like Photoshop editing, like taking the product photography pictures, because I kind of took on a whole bunch of stuff at once.
What's the one program?
I mean, I wouldn't say one photo, like just, we also did like the 3D key shot.
Key shot, oh, that was fun.
Which I had experience in the 3D animation before. I didn't say we didn't.
That was exactly what you said.
No.
I think it was an actual quote.
No.
Let me get it out here. I wrote it down.
Really? I don't think I
would.
would.
Like 3 days later, hey, this is pretty cool.
Well, still, like, you want to do all the things 3D, but you still, like, always like the photography better. So it's,
Yeah,
we'll get there.
we'll get there. Well, your key shots are really good now.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's still lots to learn always, but I always enjoyed the 3D animation stuff and modeling and texturing in college.
I like the pictures in certain applications preferred.
Yeah.
On a website sometimes. In a manual or any other printed, I would prefer, especially in a manual, I'd prefer a key shot rendered or similar
Yeah.
program rendered image by far.
When we get there.
Eventually, we will require a manual. Which was why you were hired initially, by the way, to write manuals.
Yeah. Well,
To create the manuals.
so
the manual book.
you initially had me like learn how to put together AR like from scratch.
That's right.
So that I could do the manual, which was super cool because like I didn't grow up too much around
Yeah.
guns. Like my brothers, I'd go shooting occasionally with my brothers and my dad, but then like super cool for you to like, here's an AR, now figure out how to put it together. Like even the trigger, like everything. It was fun.
Yeah. that's
And
right.
cool, like to learn. It actually helps
Every
me learn
single
way
part.
faster how all the things like go together, so that I could make it simpler into the form of a manual. Like for
Yeah, we went
somebody
over
else.
and bought all the parts
Yeah,
from the little shop around the corner. And then sat there and learned to assemble a gun. Your
Yep.
very first rifle.
I still have it.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
In stunning black armory colors from Destiny's.
It's black
Season
and
of
red.
Forsaken.
Well, he asked me what my favorite color was, and I didn't know what it was for, but it was for the rifle. So it has like red accents because my favorite color is red.
Yeah.
What unwritten rules should a new employee know?
Don't interrupt him on Thursday afternoon.
Don't interrupt him ever.
Apparently, none of the older employees know that, so why not the new ones?
And I'm still learning because I still always want to interrupt because my brain just works like that.
Interrupt anytime.
Yeah, I feel that's one thing I love about working here too is it's not like super corporate. Like you have to do these things and or like report this to HR. Like we joke about HR. Not that that's a problem, but
The workday begins at 9
if you're like
a.m.
very, very structured and need like something the same every day, I would not recommend.
If you need to be guided through every job that you're going to do, you
Yeah,
will not thrive here.
self-sufficiency is huge here. Like, yeah, I still feel like we haven't
Would you
really.
say you're even more excited?
Yeah,
Would
for
you
sure.
say you're growing excited?
More every day.
A growing excited employee.
No, like I like the more we get more products out that are doing well, the
Oh,
more
yeah.
exciting it is. Like the ability to just make more things is cool, and people loving those things and wanting to buy them is great.
Yeah, cool.
Was there ever a decision that you made that had a huge impact on the company's trajectory?
Me or Chris? I mean, the logo, I would say, is the biggest one.
I would say...
Or color designs. Like
I would
don't
say the answer is no, yes.
know. No, yes.
Yes.
Because, like,
No, it's not huge. Yes, impact on company's trajectory.
yeah.
It's a million small decisions, which is what all of us do. I mean, I made one. I'm going to start this thing. That's about it.
Yeah.
After that, it's a whole bunch of small decisions that, and equally, we all share in that.
Yeah.
What are there any lessons that you personally learned the hard way?
Probably interrupting.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know. Lessons I learned the hard way. Like I speak my mind a lot of the time, and I think that gets me in trouble sometimes. But I think a lot of people are intimidated to talk to you because Chris is the boss man, president. But I don't. I think because we started together, I've never really been afraid to just speak my mind.
Which is good.
Yeah, but sometimes it gets me in trouble.
I won't say in trouble, but some people just in general
Yeah.
who are willing to speak their mind, other people may not thrive at that. And every now and then, I mean, any organization is going to have that moment where people kind of get into a stormy match. So what?
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than people who are just constantly and falsely polite.
Yeah, or to just like, push it down.
And I mean, if it's something that ultimately it's just like, hey, you got to get the stress out or got to get the thought out or whatever, and it pisses people off, well, fine. As long as the organization should be robust enough that it can live through that and even thrive as a result, because the communication's better ultimately afterwards. Everybody knows really where everybody stands. And then if you're not a better organization for that, then you probably have some weaknesses within the structure that you need to deal with.
How has the product direction shifted over time?
This turned into a product.
Well, we started with triggers, basically. And rifles were always in the background, a project that's been ongoing. And then suppressors came in to the, well, we
Sort of
had
out of the
apparel,
blue, yeah.
suppressors,
Yeah, barrel bags. But there's a soft goods side
soft
of it.
goods.
Soft goods was
the
always part of the plan,
jalapeno was,
The soft goods was always part of the plan. The suppressors was somewhat out of the blue, but we had some really interesting ideas that we were able to play out and worked. Coming to a website near you, etc.
Yeah, well, I guess the website's another whole thing.
Oh my
we
God,
didn't
the
talk
website.
about.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The website, it's a whole
The website.
story. The evolution of its many.
What's your favorite memory from your time here?
I'd say anytime we get to go up in the helicopter.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Friday lunches.
Or
always fun.
minigun stuff, of course. Yeah, the front.
I actually think Friday lunches was
so
the best,
I take that
personally.
back when we used to play Destiny
Yeah,
together as
yeah,
a team,
yeah.
just at random and the red versus blue,
Yeah.
the lunches.
We need to get back to some of that.
Yeah.
How would you describe your journey here so far in one word?
About an hour and a half.
One word. That's hard.
I don't know. I'm not a man of one word.
My
Okay,
journey
two.
here in one word.
But it has to be an expression.
We will accept interpretive dance.
I don't know. I say grateful keeps coming to my mind because I do love my job, but also just appreciate. I mean, grateful is the same. Like, it's cool. Also cool. Like everyone that hears what I do, they're like, "Your job is freaking awesome," and I love that.
Good job, guys.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
Thanks.
You did really
I was
good.
not expecting to
It's
say
very
the
natural.
English. I feel like I know you so much more.
Really?
I love